Ordinarily, robbery and attempted robbery are punishable by state law. Under the Hobbs Act, however, these state crimes can be transformed into federal offenses if they obstruct, delay, or affect interstate commerce. In United States v. Walker, the Third Circuit considered whether the attempted robbery of a local drug dealer affected interstate commerce for purposes of the Hobbs Act. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania resident Edward Wright bought $60 worth of crack cocaine and in his first-ever drug sale sold the cocaine for $50 or $60. Soon after Wright made the sale, brothers Barron and Barry Walker attempted to rob him of his cash and his remaining cocaine. On the surface, the robbery attempt appeared to be a purely local offense. However, the Walkers were charged with violating the Hobbs Act on the theory that the cocaine they attempted to steal was manufactured in a different state and transported into Pennsylvania before it entered White's possession. At trial, local police chief Josh Goshert gave expert testimony concerning the interstate nature of cocaine trafficking. Based on his 30 years of experience investigating drug trafficking in the Harrisburg area, Goshert testified that all cocaine sold in Pennsylvania was manufactured elsewhere and transported into the state. The Walkers were convicted of violating the Hobbs Act. They appealed their convictions, arguing that the robbery was a purely local offense, and that Goshert's testimony was unreliable and thus inadmissible because it was based on his subjective experience.